A VPN, short for Virtual Private Network, is a privacy protection tool that is quickly becoming a must-have. But why do you need a VPN, and how does it work in the first place? A VPN helps your data travel through the internet safely, without big companies or cybercriminals being able to spy on your online activities. Also, a VPN swaps the real location of your device with a new one. This way, you can virtually travel to any country around the globe. So, who can benefit from a VPN? If you're worried about your online privacy, a VPN makes sure your identity and private information are not exposed when you go online. If digital security is your top priority, a VPN gives a nice additional layer of security. It encrypts your data so nobody could see what you send and receive. If you are a human rights activist whose freedom of speech is restricted, a VPN helps you to bypass censorship and speak to the world. Or, if you're on holiday in another country, with a VPN, you can bring your home entertainment anywhere you go. Here's a pro tip: check out Surfshark VPN. It has everything you need in a premium VPN, awesome speeds, and industry-leading protection that covers all of your devices. All you have to do is click connect. Secure your digital life and enjoy everything good that the internet has to offer with a VPN you can trust.
Click link in the description and get 81% discount for your first order. Creating your portfolio. Make a physical portfolio of your work. Use a 12-page hardcover art binder or folio. This means you can have up to 24 images in the portfolio, which is usually more than enough for an art submission. Avoid getting a 24-page art binder, as that is too many images for one submission. Keep the spine and cover page simple by writing your name and portfolio. Use a clean, minimal font for the entire portfolio. Print the portfolio on high-quality paper and bind it properly so the pages lay flat. Submit an online portfolio. Most artists use online portfolios as they are easier to adjust and edit to. It may also be more convenient for gallery owners to click through images online rather than deal with a physical portfolio. Include your most recent work as well as a copy of your artist's statement and your resume. This will make it easier for gallery owners to find all your information in one place. You can use free platforms like Behance or Adobe Portfolio to create your portfolio. Other sites like Wix, Squarespace, and Portfoliobox charge a monthly fee to host and maintain your online portfolio. Include high-quality images of your artwork. If you have a physical portfolio, make sure your images are 4 by 6 inches 10 by 15 cm. Center the image so it is 4.5 inches 11 cm down the page. If you have an online portfolio, only use high-quality JPEGs that are 600 pixels or higher. Some galleries will ask for images of your artwork on a disk. Make sure you use high-quality JPEGs that are compatible with Mac and PC. Name your image files with a number starting with your most recent work, followed by your last name and the title. For example, one last name title. You should also label the disk with your name and contact information. Caption each image with the title, media, and size. Put the title in italics. Include the height and width of the artwork. You can also include your artist name. List these details at the bottom of the images of your artwork. For example, you may write Night View Sadie Lee, Oil on Canvas, 14x20 or Explosion, Fiona Crackle, Mixed Media, 50x80. Prepare a price list for your submission, if necessary. If you are selling your artwork, you may include a price list for each work. Make a price list with a thumbnail of the images on a separate sheet or page. This way, you can submit your portfolio without attaching the price list if you'd prefer. For art submissions to a festival or magazine, you may not need to include a price list. If you are submitting to a gallery or an online site, they may ask for a price list. Putting together your artist resume. Write a brief biography with your contact information. Note your full name, your date of birth, and where you were born. You should also list your email, your artist website, or online portfolio and your contact number. This information should be listed at the top of your resume, preferably in the header. For example, you may write Sadie Lee B. 1987, Canada, Sadie Lee Art at gmail.com, 567.5.12345. Include your art-related education. Include any post-secondary schooling you have done in the field of visual art. List the name of the school, the degree received, and the year you graduated. For example, you may write Concordia University, Master of Fine Arts, 2011. If you do not have a degree in the visual arts field and are self-taught, you can leave this area blank. Do not list other types of education that do not relate to the artwork you make. List your previous art exhibitions, if any. Start with your most recent exhibitions. Include the year, the title of the show in italics, and where it was held, such as a gallery space or a museum. For example, you may write 2011, Some Works, The New Gallery, Montreal. If you have a large number of different exhibitions that you'd like to list, you can also note solo, group, and duo exhibitions. For example, you may write 2012 Dysphoria Group Exhibition, MoCA, Toronto. Make a bibliography of press or media about your artwork. If you have done any news articles, magazine interviews, or had features in a publication about your work, list them in your resume. Include the author of the piece, the title, and the publication, as well as the publication date, the volume, and the page number. For example, you may write Coupland Douglas on Dysphoria, World Art Magazine, Vol. 3, February 2012, p. 45-50. List any art-related awards, grants, or residencies. Make sure all the awards and grants relate to your artistic practice. Include the year and title of the award or grant. For example, you may write 2013 New Artist Award or 2011 New York Arts Council grant. You can also note any artist residences you have done, listing the year, name, and location of the residency. For example, you may write 2012 Studio Residency, The New School, New York. Writing your artist statement and proposal. Give background information about your submission. In a document separate from your resume, write an artist statement that describes the inspiration for your artwork. Mention any themes or ideas you were considering while making the artwork. Use simple, straightforward language to give the reader a bit of practical information about your work so they can put it in context. For example, you may write, I was inspired by the elaborate traditional mourning shawls worn by my Jewish grandmother, or these pieces came out of my love of nature in the winter. Discuss the materials and processes used in your submission. Mention how you made the artwork, including what types of art materials you used to create it. You can also outline your creative process to give the reader a better sense of how you came up with the artwork. For example, you may write, I created these pieces with oil, drawn to the vibrant colors and textures of this medium, or I made these pieces by layering lace fabric on wood and then spray painting the fabric black. Keep the statement under 500 words. Avoid writing a long-winded, multi-page statement. Instead, keep it short, sweet, and to the point. Only include the necessary details and get rid of any fluff. Aim for 500 words or less. Include an artist proposal, if applicable. Only include a written artist proposal for the exhibition if the submission requirements asks for one. The proposal focuses on a specific plan for an exhibition, including a brief overview of the concept of the show and a number of works that are going to be included. You can also note the details of the installation and a timeline for installing the show. The proposal should be no longer than 500 to 750 words, or one page. You should also include short biographies of the artists and curators that will be involved in the show, including yourself. Make the artist proposal a separate document from your artist statement. Submitting and following up. Email or mail in your submission. Some galleries and publications only accept email submissions. Make sure you include links to your online portfolio or high-quality images of your work in your email. If you are mailing in your submission, include a copy of your physical portfolio, You'll resume your artist statement and your artist proposal if necessary together in a padded envelope. Make sure you address your submission to the contact person listed on the call for submissions. Try to get referrals from other artists to boost your submission. Look at the artists who are already represented at the gallery and contact them. Ask them if they'd be willing to refer you to help boost your submission. Often, gallery owners pay more attention to art submissions that have been referred or recommended by artists they already know. If you are applying for submission to an art festival or magazine, you can contact artists who have already appeared in the festival or magazine. Politely ask for a referral or advice on how to get your submission looked at. Wait 2 weeks to follow up. Give the reviewers time to look at your submission. Do not email or message them until 2 weeks after you have submitted, as you do not want to come across as pushy. Send a friendly follow-up email that notes the date you sent in your submission. Ask for an update on the status of your submission. Most reviewers will do their best to respond to your follow-up email and let you know the status of your submission. Continue to submit your artwork. If your submission does not get accepted this time around, do not be discouraged. Use your application for other calls for submissions. Be persistent and eventually, you should be able to find the right place for your art submission.